blinking. It's working.
It means it's working.
Hello, everyone. This is Richie.
I'm Rachel.
And today we are bringing you R&R, of course. This is R&R. We fucked that up. That's okay. So, we have a lot to say. Of course, we have less than 20 minutes to say. No, we have more time. But, where should we start?
Anywhere you want to be.
Anywhere I want to start, maybe. Okay. Well, we've been giving what we do a lot of thought, and we would like to talk more about personal stuff. Not personal, like, I slept with a midget or the hateful shit she does on the weekends, but,
I do hate shit on the weekends.
You still have that rubberneck chicken?
Oh.
But no, in all seriousness, we wanted to talk about, like, our art and, go ahead. Tell me your inspiration.
Kevin Smith is my inspiration, as always. And a lot of people will probably find that weird, odd.
I think so.
I'm fascinated by him. And he was doing a Q&A at Jay's Super Groovy movie. And the kid asked him, do you have any advice for me for doing podcasts? And he, as Kevin does best, had a whole bunch of stuff to say. And it was mainly your voice
Carries a story.
Everybody has a story to tell.
You have to understand, Rachel and I both suffer from short-term memory loss, but she remembers the shit that I forget, and I remember the shit that she forgets. And she had called me and told me, and she had me listen to this.
I actually made him listen.
And I don't listen to Kevin Smith, but I do like the movie Dogma, of course. It's the only one I've ever seen of his movies. And Clerks. God, fuck, I almost forgot Clerks. But he talked basically about how everybody has the ability to
tell a story
and turn conversation into an art. And in truth, that's very true. Everybody has the ability to tell a story because we all experience things.
So, considering podcasting is a new media, and it's a new media that's basically untouched
and free
by the world. Yes, and so far it's free to speak. Your voice is free.
Yes.
You shouldn't have to pay to say anything.
No.
But the whole thing boils down to is on who you capture with your voice.
And who you bring in, inspire. Like,
yes.
One thing, and I don't want to sound pretentious, but our goal, if you will, for this was always, to invite people to converse with us, to invite conversation, to say what we have to say, and have other people hear what we have to say. So it's basically like talking to a lot of different people at once. I mean, I know often we don't talk about anything useful, but we want to start talking about more useful things, and I think what we're going to start with first is with art.
Yes.
So
we've been really, really doing a lot. This has been an amazing summer. Very,
yes.
Very busy summer.
On an artistic level, her and I have only worked together a couple times. We actually work very well together. We did mosaics for your house. For those that don't know, I'll say what I do artistically, and say what you do. You go first, ladies first, as always.
A photographer.
Or H before beauty.
I prefer to work in macro.
Mm-hmm.
But
subjects.
Yeah, but a lot of people seem to like the other stuff that I do, where I don't really like too much of the other stuff.
What other stuff?
Any buildings and shit like that.
See, I like that.
See, and I get that,
but I like your macro shots more, because I know you have more fun.
I'm blind as a bat, okay? Hence. Thank you. And for me to find something and to be able to see it so clearly, and to see something I've never seen before, you look at a butterfly, you think, oh, look at the butterfly, his wings are beautiful. It's a beautiful butterfly with beautiful wings. You look at that son of a bitch up close, that ain't no pretty butterfly.
Or it's a moth that you tell me.
Or a moth.
Yeah.
Or any kind of insect. They're what I really like to do. Even though I'm scared shitless doing it. But you get to see what they look like up close, like right there. And most of the times, I don't get that until after I download the images. Once I download the images and go through editing, I see stuff that I'm just like, ew.
Well, yeah, there was the incident with the caterpillars you told me about. Her daughter had found a caterpillar. One of the cute little standard green, fuzzy caterpillars. Was it green or was it red and black?
It was red and black.
It was one of those fuzzy ones. It was apparently, we've all seen them. They're fucking adorable. They're adorable. Well, her daughter had it, and, whatever. And Rachel had an idea to take a macro shot. Now, in case you don't know, which most people should or do, but if you don't know, macro is when you take a photo of something really close, and you capture details that you really can't see with your own naked eye or a standard camera. Like if you ever see a picture where the background is all blurry and you have the stamens of a flower and shit up front.
Floating flowers and
Yes.
stuff like that.
That's a macro. So she captured this caterpillar's face in a macro, and she calls me, and she says, and I quote, "It was one of the most horrific fucking things I have ever seen." She was horrified by it because you see something so cute with your naked eye, and you perceive it to be so adorable. You get up close, and it looks like a...
He had horns on top of his head.
Yep.
His face was like, ooh. It looked like a demon. Ooh. It looked like a demon.
Well, Beelzebub, I think, means Lord of the Flies.
Nice. Nice.
But no, she's
But
really good.
He was very, 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 very ugly, and I felt bad, but I
Thinking
still
that.
took his picture, though.
You should take pictures of lightning bugs.
Now, you know how I feel about lightning bugs.
But she's right. We do perceive insects in a really weird way. Like, alright, so one thing that I do is I don't like to kill bugs. I don't. I mean, if it's one of those brown roaches, I generally can't stand it because I know that those... I feel like those... I was raised thinking...
He tried saving a butterfly's life at the butterfly
They were actually
museum.
fucking. We're walking to the Butterfly Museum in somewhere in Massachusetts or Connecticut or something.
Shit.
And we're walking, and I look down, and there's these two butterflies. Well, actually, there's one butterfly, and it's just laying there. And there's another one. My bleeding heart mentality is, the one's dying, and the other one's trying to save it or bring it back to life. Oh, my God. They walk away, and then all these people are walking by. So I'm thinking, oh, my God, I have to get them away because somebody's going to step on them because they don't realize he's there. So I get a leaf. Now, of course, you're not supposed to touch them, so her husband's like, don't touch it. And I get a leaf, and I lift them up, both together, and then the other one starts moving again. What the fuck? And the woman who works there comes over, I'm like, I'm sorry, I thought they were dead. I was trying to get them off. No, they're mating. Oh. So I just cock-blocked butterflies? Yeah. But then they went back at it anyway. But that was a really... You see bugs when you walk in, they have the Macedonian... Madagascar hissing cockroaches, which I think are fucking adorable. I'm sorry, but... You can have them as pets.
I couldn't shoot them.
They crawl on you, but they move real slow and
I
they
don't
cling
care.
to you.
I like to hear them pop when they're stepped on. I couldn't
Madagascar roaches don't do that because they're not around here. Anyway,
I'll get one and do it.
everybody in South Philly knows what a water bug is. Those black fucking cockroach, the brown ones, the little ones, generally are like you fucking skank. They freak me out. No, I ain't having it. But the other ones, the water bugs, I know that I was raised thinking that they apparently eat other bugs or something. Either way, anybody in South Philly knows. They don't mean you're dirty. It doesn't mean anything like that. It just means that you have water bugs because you live in a South Philly row home. Well, I don't like to kill them, so what I do is I get a container. And I put the container on top, and I don't know why I just did that, but whatever. And I put something under it, and I lift it up, and I put it outside. Well, before I put it outside, I consistently look at it. Have you ever actually stopped to look at a water bug up, or anything up close? When you have it, and it can't get out. So obviously, when it starts moving, you freak the fuck out. But when you know it can't get out, it's not as bad.
Wait a minute, back up. How did we get to talking about fucking roaches when we were just talking about photography?
Because you were talking about perception.
Now we're on South Philly cockroaches.
No, we're talking about perception.
And saving their fucking lives.
That's different. We're talking about perception. As far as when you see a roach running across the room or a water bug running across the room, you freak the fuck out. I fag out. I lose my mind.
I run in the SEPTA buses.
But that was a sewer roach. These ones, if you actually stop to look at them, they're not as bad when they're slow. I mean, I look at them and I see them like using their little... They clean off their antennas. They have to keep them
Christmas
clean.
is coming.
What the fuck does that mean?
I'm going to buy you one.
A roach?
Mm-hmm.
Why? I live in South Philly. I can go
I'm
anywhere.
going to buy you a hissing Madagascar cockroach.
Alright, well, I don't want that. I'll kill it. Not because I will kill it. It'll die. I'm bad with animals. The only reason why I have cats is because they take care of themselves. Alright, no more about roaches because it's freaking you out. The other night I did find a roach though and I put it in a jar, a water bug again. And I went into my mom's room. I was like, Mom, look, it's Helga. My mom beat... How bad was she? She was on the phone when I did it.
It was bad. It was
Like,
funny
Mom,
as shit, but it was
look.
bad.
She's like, what's in there? I'm like, it's my new friend. Is that a roach? No, it's a water bug. Get the fuck out of my room. So Rachel and I were conspiring to get the empty jar and just roll it back into her room and watch her spaz. Yeah, it's bad. Anyway, artistically speaking, I mean, art's very important to us. Like I said, we've only worked a couple times on things together. Like we've worked on, obviously we consider the podcasts and the videos. We did our parody video, and we have company.
Oh, you're glowing dark paint.
Glow in the dark paint. This is my stepfather. We're recording a video. You need my glow in the dark paint.
Yeah. I'm finishing up something down there I need to paint. It was in a box last time I remember.
Rachel, amuse those people. We record us talking and then we post it on the internet and people like it.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So.
Dirty talk.
Yeah. You got your Schuylkill punch.
The one thing I do when I come to Richie's house. See?
Water.
Water.
Spigot water.
Spigot water.
Last time she was here was crab night, and she wanted water, and I went to get her the spigot water, and my stepfather, who just came in here, but I had no idea. I think he just thinks we're talking to a box.
I just got a smooch on my forehead.
Did he? Did you? That's nice. My stepfather likes you.
It's mutual. They're good people.
They try. But anyway, so, yeah. Go ahead.
You were just saying what you do.
Oh, what I do artistically, yeah. Well, obviously, I take pictures. I paint. I do statue repair.
Very good with the statue repair.
Like I have this one for my grandmother. Did I show this to them yet? I don't think so.
He's bringing up Blessed Mother up right
This
now.
is a different blessing.
Aye.
I'm working on one for
Makes
my
me
mother,
itch.
but this one is from 1965, and you can see that whoever had repaired it years ago didn't line it up right. And as you can see, she's in.
But show
brutal.
how pretty that blue color is.
Oh yeah, I get fade envy because of how beautiful that blue is. But I'm going to repair her, and so I'm going to take pictures of her before. I mean, whoever had repaired her before used some sort of hateful brown glue, and she's in bad shape. So I'm going to repair her, and I will take pictures. But that's what I do. I also don't know where to put shit back at. I draw. I do pretty much anything. I'm a jack of all trades when it comes to art, but I mostly like giving my stuff as gifts. You know, you have more of my art than anybody else.
I have a mini museum.
I've done a lot of different paintings for people. I've done a lot of drawings for people, and I enjoy that. I've only gotten paid a couple times for my art. Once was a statue I did at Sacred Heart in South Philly. But anyway, you know, I was just talking to a friend of mine about art and how often when you go to like a museum or something, you stand near, or you go to a gallery, you stand behind or near someone who says something like, well, I think what the artist was trying to convey is that the meaning of life is actually wrapped inside of a fortune cookie, or some hateful shit like that, when really maybe the artist was just constipated. What I mean is,
We're crazy.
I don't think about, like, people always say or wonder, like, what were you thinking about when you did it, or I wonder what the art, I don't think while I'm doing something like that. Like, if I'm working on a painting for her, or for my mother, or for anybody, I basically think about that person and what they would like to see. When I'm working on a statue, I think about the colors I'm using. In other words, I don't really use my art to express my emotions. You know, I use my words for that. You know, I mean, and that goes back to conversation. Everybody has, you always hear people saying, I wish I could do something artistically. You know, I wish I could draw. I wish I could paint.
Everybody can draw. Everybody can do something
yes,
artistic.
Everybody can. And the main thing that everybody can do, if they just ignite it within themselves, is talk. Everybody has it within them to really form a right conversation, because conversation is genuinely an art form. You know, there's a movie I like, it's called Waking Life, and this goes back to what she, and what Kevin Smith had said that stuck with her. In the movie Waking Life, there's a scene where the main character, the movie's all about, I can't remember the guy who did it, but it talks about just a bunch of crazy shit. It revolves around lucid dreaming and how, you know, are we sleepwalking through life, or are we dreaming? And it's all these like really deep philosophical existential questions. But you know, there's one part that I genuinely like, and it talks about conversation, and it talks about how words are, how in the beginning, when words first developed, it probably was easy. You know, hungry, we made a sound for that. You know, water, we made a sound for that. Like, you know, this is coffee. You know, these are obvious things, but to express the intangible things, like love, and this is what they were saying, or anger. I say to you, anger. I say that I'm angry, or I say something involving anger. and you think about what I said, and your mind goes through your thoughts of anger, your memories of anger, what you know about anger.
I don't want you to be angry.
But then you say you understand. But how do I know you really understand? Because words, when you're talking about something on a deep level, it's unspeakable. So much of what we do as people, there are no words for it. So, when you say, or in other words, what you know about, say, love, I don't necessarily know about love. You know, our experiences about these things are completely different, and yet we understand each other.
It's because I love you.
But no, you're a whore. But no, you know, that's how it works. And in the movie, they talk about how it may be something that doesn't happen often, but it's when you feel like you're understood, it's almost like feeling godlike. Like you're reaching a whole different level, and you're communicating in so many different levels with words, with body language, and everybody has the ability to tell a story. So
That's what's important.
everybody has that within them. I mean, I think that's why grammar Nazis go so crazy when they see somebody spelling a word wrong, because they value
That
words.
just gets on my fucking nerves.
I know it does. That's why I said it. I know you.
What I should start doing on Facebook from this point out is just spelling everything fucking wrong. On purpose.
You're
like
gonna invite
I
chaos.
got a problem. Bring it, Nazis.
There's a lot of them in mine, so.
I've actually gone through my Facebook and just deleted boatloads of shit.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Pictures, people,
Oh.
what?
Yeah, I did a complete wipeout.
I need to do that. I have 565 friends. And the sad thing is, I know almost every single one of them personally.
Excuse me.
What?
You don't know them all.
No, I said I know them personally. Like, the only ones I don't know,
Live in different countries.
that's different. I mean the ones that aren't obvious, you know, I mean, I don't know them. I mean, like the ones that, you know, I have talked to for years in chat rooms and shit. Or people that I've talked to in person and shit. I actually know them, with the exception of the obvious ones, like that guy who lives in,
Egypt.
is he in Egypt? I thought he was in Afghanistan. Well, either way. I can't help it, I'm a friendly Philadelphian.
He's
Fuck
a very,
you.
very friendly Philadelphian.
Fuck you.
I'm
Fuck
not
you.
friendly.
And you know, it was funny, we were talking about how we're going to be more serious, and then she brings this out of me, and now it's my fault.
That's what friends are for.
Yeah, keep smiling, whore. Do you like the song I sent you?
I didn't open anything you sent me today.
Yes, you did. You can be my bodyguard. I can
Oh, you
be
posted that to my
Yeah, you
page. No, but you
stupid.
sent me stuff. Inboxed me a boatload of shit.
No, I actually did send you something really funny. It's a bunch of animated GIFs. They're pretty funny, actually. What is that? No. It's mine. Why am I like getting like this and asking you what it is?
Can you puff this shit?
No, because it'll actually probably get stuck in... It's fixative, for those who were wondering what that was. It'll probably
Kill
harden
you.
around your lungs. I mean, you could theoretically huff it, but you're probably not going to huff a goddamn thing ever again.
Then I won't huff it.
Usually what they huff is that computer cleaner.
Really?
Yeah, the dust, the blowy stuff. Don't you remember that intervention episode with that girl Allison? I'm walking on sunshine. For real, yo. Go ahead, talk. I think this is what happens. I just go off, and you need to. You're more. Usually, you're the one that goes off.
No. I'm very, very mellow.
Are you?
Very mellow.
Somebody called me beautiful yesterday.